The TSA has the ability to look at every solid object with X-rays and something called backscatter. These screening techniques are really good at keeping us all safe in the airplane. But is it keeping our streets safe? My idea was to fill luggage with thousands of pills. Would they stop us? My name is Gary Horcher. I've been an investigative reporter here since 2003. Our investigative team has been in the front lines of this fentanyl crisis for 3 years now. The influx of fentanyl into our region, it's a problem.
King County has broken another record for fatal overdoses this year.
Fentanyl exposure killed a 5-year-old girl.
Some shocking numbers just into the newsroom today from the DEA. The agency now reporting it has seized more than 379 million potentially deadly doses of fentanyl just this year.
In March, federal authorities revealed suddenly that 1 million pills a month are coming into the Seattle area, and they're coming in, of all things, in checked luggage, something so obvious. When the TSA sees a suitcase full of pills, they're supposed to take that out of line and then call the Port of Seattle police. We wanted to know, since that bust, did the TSA change their operations? We went and bought more than 3,000 headache pills, and we filled baggies, and we tried to make the baggies look almost exactly like the baggies filled with fentanyl that came from SeaTac and were confiscated recently in Juneau, Alaska. Julie Berg is our intrepid investigative producer here at KIRO. She's very courageous and she's very adventurous, and she decided to volunteer herself just to see if she would get stopped. So we put 2 bags in the top of Julie's luggage. We went through 3 different airports: Spokane, Portland, and then back to Seattle.
I just landed in Spokane. Looks like everything's still there.
And it never merited a second look.
I've just arrived back in Seattle. I'm gonna go get my bag.
They never unzipped the suitcase.
Hope everything seems to be there.
And the TSA never left us a tag saying, "We look closer at this bag and these pills." Normally people don't get that many headaches, right? And they were in plastic bags. I was expecting somebody with the TSA to take them out, call the police and have them tested. And they didn't do it. We told Nick Brown, who was U.S. attorney at the time, what we had done. Checked luggage, full of pills.
Yeah.
It didn't surprise you, or did it?
I wasn't surprised that some of that was happening, but to know that it's happening, that some of those pills are getting through or suitcases are getting through, they are principally focused on explosives and firearms.
He said the TSA's job isn't really to look for pills. So whose job is it? That was our enduring question, and that's the question we're left with. We will never know this immediately, but I think subtly, stories like this might change policy. The influx of fentanyl into our region, especially through SeaTac Airport, it's a problem. Unless you start to make a dent in the demand on the streets, there is going to be a hailstorm of never-ending supply of fentanyl pills in this region. So this is important that we track where this poison is coming from and what's going to stop it. And so you can count on us giving more coverage to this and focusing on this fentanyl problem going forward. And you can watch all our investigative work on KIRO7.com/investigate.